if you remember the last time, okay, let me start the video by saying what I'm planning to do today, and then I'll explain what I did the last time, and so you'll get some context of what I'm trying to do. Cool. So let's go back to the website. So what I want to do is I want to insert an image carousel dynamically inside a markdown file, and I want to retrieve all of these files not from the public directory, but I want to retrieve all of these things from the data directory in React, because like it contains some optimization stuff like hashing. I'm not sure if it's the best thing to do, but I'm just doing it for the challenge. Like I can easily put them under the public directory, and then I can specify the file names from there, and I can statically like mention their names and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, so and I'll tell you a bit about what we did the last time. So turns out you can dynamically import images just by doing an import inside your component, like inside your how do you call these things? Um, like not I forgot. Functional components, yes. So inside your functional components, before you return stuff, you can apparently import stuff dynamically. Anyway, let me remove all of this stuff because I was experimenting with these things quite a lot before I started the stream, and turns out we've seen the answer on the previous stream, but I wasn't paying enough attention to it. So let me show you what it returns right now, and let's revert it back to a state where can we even revert it back to a state where I left it in the previous stream? I should have done a git commit before I ended the stream, and yeah, I should get into the habit of doing those things. Okay, so this was how I left it before I ended the stream, right? I think so. No, actually not. There is some more stuff that we can rewind. Okay, let's go back. Cool. I think I can take it from here. So let's add this in here. Let's get rid of this. And yeah, we can get rid of this one as well. And yeah, we can get rid of these things as well. We can return this. We can keep printing this thing. I'm not sure what this is, but okay. I think this was how I left the previous stream. Cool. So we have a div, and this div is a horizontal scrollable div with overflow enabled. So if you just have stuff that overflows the div, the browser is just going to put a scroll bar at the bottom of it, and then you can swipe left and right to see the whole div, scroll left and right. You'll just see when you can probably see it if you watch my previous video, but anyway, you'll see when I finish. So in this image tag, we have a source, we have the alt, because React or just ESLint just complains if you don't have alt tags in your image. Just describe what it is. I probably will put a better name than this in the future, but for now this is just okay. And right, and we have the height, obviously, because I want I'm specifying this in pixels just because I want each image to take a certain height, rather than, like, if you specify the width, and if an image is super tall, then it's going to take a huge like height of your page, and if this is a blog post, it will make the page like unreadable, and if mobile users will have to scroll quite a lot to get back to your content, and this image is going to look disproportionate compared to the rest of your website. Anyway, okay, let me show you what this outputs first. I'm not sure if the server is running. Maybe it is. Okay, let's inspect this, and let's see if we can see the, yeah. So these are the links that React gives me when I dynamically import my content, but as you can see in here, the images are not loaded. And if we inspect these things, we're going to see React returns us with object promises, And in the console, you can see we got these promises instantly delivered, but the component is actually rendered before the promise is delivered to us, just because we render the component, and as we are rendering the component, we're calling the import function in here, which is the wrong approach, because this returns us a promise, and by just doing the dynamic import during render time will return us with a promise, and this promise, it's basically too late because you've rendered the component and you just inject it with a promise. Rather than doing this, there has to be a way for you to dynamically import stuff, wait, and then maybe re-render the component after it's loaded. And I was looking how React components get rendered, like re-rendered. Turns out the best way to do it is just changing the state of the component. So that's what I'm planning to do. I want to have some sort of state in my component, and when the state changes, when the promise comes back with the result, then I'm just gonna change whatever state I have and then re-render the component. So turns out there's already an answer on Stack Overflow like every other problem, and I'm gonna use a React hook in here because I don't use React. I don't use classes. I just use functional components. That's what they're called, right? Anyway. Okay, let's do that. I have no idea to do that, but we'll figure it out. Cool. Let me take a look at one of the components that I built that uses state. The navbar should be a pretty good example, right? This one. Yes. So this has the useEffect hook. Let me just copy this. Let me go back to image carousel. Actually, let me open them side by side. Yeah. All right. What is not this one? Come on. Yeah. By the way, I'm switching laptops very soon, and the stream is not going to be as laggy as it is now. Probably sometime next week. I'm really looking forward to that. Cool. So I need to have something like this in here, but instead of just adding an event listener, I want to set some sort of state in this. So let me just copy this one as well, because this is how you set a state apparently. Well, I don't know shit about React. Anyway, what should we call this? Image loaded. Yeah, that's an okay name, I guess. What should we call this? Set image loaded. And initial state will be false. Cool. And then we're going to do a dynamic import inside our useEffect function in here. useEffect hook, sorry. I think we can just copy this and paste it in here and start modifying it, right? Okay, we don't need this stuff, and we need some sort of flag in here. Like we're just going to decide if we're going to render the div or not. So we might have something like this. Image loaded. If the image is loaded, then can just return us this. And if it's not loaded, then just return something empty. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to return React fragment in there. I might investigate that later. I'll let it take that item for it. Oops, something is wrong. What is wrong? Okay, you return this stuff when this is loaded. Not good. Okay, let's revert. Let's revert it back and think about it once more. Okay, let's do it in a smaller scale. So let's put some JavaScript in there. And do image loaded, and if it's loaded, then just put some div. And if it's not loaded, then footage react.fragment. Okay. We could get rid of this, but I'm going to get rid of that later. Right. I think it's just a matter, I think it's just because we are calling JavaScript inside JavaScript. I'm not sure if this is allowed. I'm not sure if you're allowed to put curly brackets inside curly brackets in React, but why not? It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, let me try. So if I copied this and pasted it in here, what happens? Does it complain? Well, it doesn't. Okay, that's the right way to do it then. What would we do if IDEs didn't exist, right? What would we do if IDEs just, oh, okay, something is complaining again, right? Come on. Okay, let's revert back and think again. This is something so simple, but I'm getting it wrong. Like, this happens so often when you're learning something new. Anyway, let's revert it back to the state where we had the React fragment. Yeah, okay, wait, is this still complaining? What if I get rid of that? I don't think it's because of the useEffect function here. Let me get rid of this one as well. Right, apparently it was because of that one. Okay, cool. Let's rewrite everything. This must be quite boring to watch actually, but what were we doing now? Image loaded. If the image is loaded, then you're going to return a div. Let me do this, and if it's not loaded, then you're not going to return anything. There must be a better way to do this, but actually, why am I returning a React fragment? I'm just going to return a null, right? That's fine. That's fine? No? Oh yeah, it's just ESLint complaining now, but I'm going to put some stuff inside, so it's going to stop complaining now. Okay, cool. And I'm going to replace it with this. Okay, I could now get rid of these things. Yep. Okay, cool. And now I have to figure out how to put this call inside the useEffect function now, because I want to do a dynamic import when the component is loaded, and when it returns the result, I want to re-render the component with everything else inside it, right? And this all has to go inside a markdown file just like this. It's not the best engineering approach, but it's the most challenging one, let me put it that way. There must be certainly better ways of doing it. I'm not a React developer myself, and yeah, I'm trying to be one, and okay, whatever. Right, what's the next stage then? So we need to put some stuff in here, right? Okay, let me start with the basics. Can I just log something from inside in here while that is in there? Is it going to give me a compilation error? Well, this might complain that it's not used, but let me see if it compiles fine. Right. Okay, it's saying that set image loaded is not used, which is fine. Let me go to the website. Let me go back and click it again. Okay, it loads just fine. The image carousel component doesn't load. Well, actually, it loads probably. Oh no, it doesn't load because the state is false. Yeah, it outputs ASDF, which is what I wanted at this stage. Cool. Okay, what's next? And also, I'm planning to keep this stream relatively short. I'm planning to finish in less than half an hour, so it's already been 14 minutes and 37 seconds. I'll try to I'll try to cut it short. Okay. All right. So let's take a look again what the Stack Overflow guy did. Okay, he does something and then he does the dynamic import thing in here probably, and then changes the state once those things come back. I can try that, right? Let's have a variable in here. Actually, const is fine because I'm going to be creating an array, right? Image links. And it's going to be an empty array in here. Okay. And each time I manage to successfully import one of these things. All right, let's think. Inside this comma-separated image array, I'm getting a bunch of image names, and using those image names, I'm making a request to this hard-coded, which is not a good idea, but hard-coded directory in my React application. I'm going to change this, and this is going to be received from the JSON. This is fine for now, but I'm definitely going to change it. I do not hard-code strings in my applications. It's just not something that I do. It's a terrible practice. Okay. So when the component is loaded, we run this map function, and it maps all of these image array things inside. Right, it gets the files, then returns them. I don't want to return them. Instead of returning them, I actually want to put them inside the array that I've created in here. Link.default, and we do not need the string function probably. And I don't need to return an image anymore. I can get rid of this. What just happened to my monitor? I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. That's cool. I don't need these things anymore. Okay, let me see. I don't need to do this. Why is this complaining? Again, I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. All right, cool. What do you need? So where does this parentheses belong? Okay, it's after the then. And we need to close this one off. And we need to close another one off. And we can put a semicolon in there. All right, that's cool. Cool. Did we close off this one? Yes, we did. And we can get rid of this one now. Cool. So when the component is loaded, we're gonna read all of, let me show you, these image names. So these are comma separated values. And first one is app icon, second one screenshot 1, screenshot 2, screenshot 3. And inside in here, I'm gonna do an import, and it's importing all of the file names. All of the image names are read from here. I split them, I turn them into an array, and all of these elements get mapped to a file, and then their hashed React links will get pushed inside an array in here, which has the wrong name, and IntelliJ just rescues the day again. This is meant to be image links. Cool. Oh no, this is meant to be image link. This is meant to be image link as well. And this is meant to be image link as well. And this is meant to be image link stop push. All right, this is a terrible naming of variables like image link, image links, image link array. I think I'm gonna name it image link array so it's more clear what this does, image link array. Okay. Each image link gets populated in here, and it returns the default. Okay, it just returns to the URL for the image. Would this work? Let's think again. I populate these things, and then I use the image link array to map each. I think this would work. Image file. we're going to get rid of this now and have source in here, and we're going to put image file name, and this is not image file name anymore, it's image relative link. Clean this up, and each time we do a push, we could do, after we do a push, we could do, how do you set the state again? Do you do this? Okay, cool. Set image loaded, and then we're going to put true in here. If this runs on the first try, I'm pretty impressed, but at the same time, nothing runs the first time. If you manage to get things running the first time, you're awesome, but doesn't happen that often. Okay, obviously it didn't run the first time. I must have done something wrong. Let's go back and click it again. Let me make sure. Yeah, we've clearly done something wrong. And this time it's not complaining, which is much worse, because like if it's complaining, then you know what to search for in Google, but this time nothing, right? If we inspect it, do we see something else though? This is an H1P, yeah. Image carousel, yes, the div is here, but it's empty, which means we are not rendering based on the state. Does this ever get called? Let me do image link array. Let me print this each time. Yeah, let me print this each time the one of the image relative links are loaded. So and this way I'm gonna see the state of the array, what it is. Okay, it contains what we want, and also let me show you what these links do. So if you copy one of these links and go to localhost your website and paste it in, you're just going to see an image that is coming from inside your React application. This is the hash of the image, and this is the file name, appicon.png. Okay. So why isn't this working now? It might be the way that we create images. So let me do something else. Instead of rendering images in here, I'm gonna render images outside of this, and then I'm gonna put the sources of the images after they are loaded. How do I do that though? Okay, so okay, cool. So we want an image tag, and this image tag is going to have a source. Well, I can just copy this, right? Actually, no. No, this is not the right way to do it. All right, if image loaded is true, if the state changes, then you do a map, and image link array has 4 elements, right? Let me check. Image link array, it does have 4 elements, yes. Okay, good. And if it has 4 elements, this should be rendering right now, because we changed the state to be true as well. I wonder if this is going to be one of those streams where I just straight up fail and the implementation is completely wrong. I had plenty of these in the past, and I've learned so much from them, but it's 10 past 11. What a great time to do programming, right? Right, I have access to these links. I think I'm changing the state. It is logging the image link arrays in here, but all right. As soon as I change the state, I should be doing something. Okay, let me try something else. Div, well, not div, image loaded. Well, I have to learn how to properly debug React applications. This is a terrible idea, but why not? Inside in here, I'm gonna do ASDF again. What does this do? If I search for ASDF on this page, do I get it? Yes, I do. So it calls some sort of render function. That's right. What if I get rid of the map function in here? Yeah, instead of a paragraph, let me just put one of the images. And this is not going to be a relative link anymore. I'm going to do image link array. Just give me the first item. What does this do? Can we get an image now? Okay. Well, we get this. What is the... Okay, the source is not set, which is odd, considering that I can get them printed in. Wait, they're not printed now. Oh yeah, I just removed the console.log in there. But anyway, let's do something else. So each time the state changes, then, I mean, after the state changes, then this must be so painful to watch. Also, this is the most difficult thing that I'm doing in this project, by the way. Like, I've done pretty crazy stuff, but this is as far as it goes. I'm using all my React knowledge, which is almost close to nothing. But okay, what does this give me then? If I log this, does it give me a link? It gives me an undefined. Okay, so that's the problem. I hope I'm not making a variable name mistake or something. Image link array, image link array, image link array dot push, image link dot default. And let me see what image link dot default gives me. So when I print this, what does it give me? Yep, it gives me actual image links with hashes. Cool. All right, I may not solve this in under less than half an hour, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna stop until I finish this, which is a bad promise to make, but we can do it, right? What could go wrong? Many things. Right. So this means when we change this, it doesn't get reflected in here. What if we no? Oh, okay. Can we make this an array? Can we? This is JavaScript, right? We can do almost whatever we want. We can just bullshit everything. Okay. Instead of doing set image loaded, can I do image loaded dot push image? If I read this in like 6 months, I'm gonna be like, is this? But and then each time we push something in there, then we are gonna get the new thing, image loaded. Give me the first element of this thing. All right, let's comment these things out because they're useless now. Cool. Okay. I wonder what this is gonna give me. Okay. Image loaded up push is not a function. Which is fair, I mean. But it's an array, right? It's not a function, but it's an array. So, can we do this? Not plus, I mean, there has to be a better way to do this. Actually, let me try what this prints. What does this do? All right, it's an infinite loop. We have to kill it. Just kill the website before it kills the laptop. Oh my god, it's not dying. No, can we kill the tab, please? Okay, Google Chrome, please die. All right, I may have caused the stream to crash. Okay, Google Chrome died, which is good. All right, let's restart Google Chrome. Let's restore the tabs. Let me point it to an empty website. Okay, is it still counting? Hopefully not. Okay, it's dying again. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. No, it's killing the stream once more. You're dropping frames. Okay, seems to be fine now. Let's restart the server again, but before we restart, I'm gonna change this thing. So, why did this crash? Because we are always making changes to the state, or are we adding infinite elements? No, no, actually not, but okay, that was a terrible idea. Let's revert everything back. We don't need to return anything from here. Okay, let's go back to the initial problem. Why is this returning undefined? Right, let's start the server again. This is gonna take a while. Okay, we're back to the undefined state, which is cool, Well, at least it's not an object promise anymore. It's undefined, which is something that I'm more familiar with in JavaScript than promises. Right, let's think through the strategy again. I'll use Twitch as my rubber duck. So we're using dynamic imports to import something, and then we're pushing them into an array, and then this array is returning us undefined. Why? What if we print the whole thing? Is this undefined, or is it just an empty array? It's an empty array. That means this is not updating image link array. Am I doing this right? Are you allowed to push stuff into an array? Okay, let me try this thing. Image, JavaScript array push. Yeah, this is the right way to do it. Yeah, they're strings, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what they are in JavaScript. Everything is messed up in here, but let me put something in here. Let me see if we get ASDF. in the console. Yes, we do get ASDF, which is good. Still something, right? And that means the state is changing, because if the state wasn't changing, then this wouldn't print ASDF. Right, okay. What if we did this? Would it print undefined now? Yes, it prints undefined, which means this is not changing. Can we do pushes to constant arrays in JavaScript? Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but let's try. Yeah, it does the same thing, cool. This can be a constant. This means we are not updating these arrays from inside the state. Update array inside useEffect. What did this guy do? What is the initial value? Initial value is an object. Okay. That's a good idea. Right. Set state, allowed state. Let me try this one other thing then. Okay, we have this. We have that. Initial state is image link array. Which is cool, which is cool. And then, okay. And we could do, yeah, what does this print then? Okay, still undefined, still doesn't help us. I should have thought this through more before starting the stream. So if we have an empty array inside in here, and then we're updating it with these things, and if we print, okay, let's write back, that was a bad idea. Let me write back these things. Oh no, not that one. Cool. So if we print the image link array inside the useEffect function, it prints some stuff, right? Yeah, it does. So these links are being put inside the array, but then they are not picked up by this thing in here, because this doesn't have access to the updated arrays, maybe? So instead of pushing, should I be doing a clone of the object and reassigning it, maybe? Let me try that one. This looks like it could go seriously wrong, but let's try. No. Okay. What if I change the state in here? But that defeats the whole, like that defeats, yeah, this is gonna start, and this is gonna start dynamically importing, and then this is gonna set the state, and yeah, it's not gonna change anything, it's just, yeah, it's empty. And these things are gonna be what? No. This is just ASDF now. And this gives us what? No, undefined. It still gives us undefined. Image array, image split. Yeah, that part works. This part somewhat works. I'm probably setting the state at the wrong place, right? So for each file name, do this, and then after the import is done, then set image loaded. Can I, instead of doing it with the whole thing, can I do it manually actually? So let me try this one thing. Let me give a file name manually. Let me copy this, paste it in here. And instead of supplying it with all of this stuff, I'm gonna do app icon. That's a valid file, right? Let me check really quickly. Data, images, blog, Qnotes, app icon. Yeah, this is a real file that it actually exists. Well, I forgot to put the folder name in here. Accept that, it's fine. Okay, so this points to a real location now, and we import this, and then we set state to true after we finish importing it. No, let's get rid of these things. We can write them again. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Cool. We are not using this anymore. We're not using that anymore. Okay, and okay. We set image loaded to true, and let's make this a string. This is going to only contain, well, it's going to be, no. The initial state is going to be an empty string. And this is not going to be a push anymore. This is not going to be like that anymore. We're going to do image, we're going to put the image link inside. And then it will change the state, which is fine. And we're going to print out image loaded in here. And the source is going to be image loaded as well. This is going to be our relative link. So let me clean these things up. And this is the most basic proof of concept that I could do right now. Yeah, it doesn't get any simpler than this. If this doesn't work, then we have to rethink our strategy of importing these things dynamically. Whoops, what is happening? Above error occurred. Consider adding an error boundary to your custom, what? Cannot convert object to primitive value to string. Okay, there's an error when calling the toString function. Oh yeah, I have to call image_link.default there, so that's the problem. Yeah, so this is going to fix our issue. Yes, okay. Yes, this proves that we can use dynamic imports with state. So I have to figure out a way to do all of them in a map. So I have a map of object promises, and when we finish reading all of these things, then I can... It's so difficult to explain. Yeah. Anyway, this is the proof of concept. It only took us 43 minutes. 43 minutes, it's unbelievably too much. Okay. IntelliJ. So this works. Now, let's see if I can put an array in my state. And is there an example for this? Array, use state. Oh, this is nice. This is super nice. Yes, I would like to use this. Yeah, amazing, cool. I'm not sure if this would work, but if it works, then yeah, why not, right? Let's try it. Instead of doing set the array, we're going to do set image loaded, and Yeah. New element is going to be image link. You're going to remove this, remove that line, and are you going to read the first element of this? Right, what does this give us? Can we still... Okay. What's the problem now? No problems in here, so there must be something else. Let's comment this out, right? Image loaded dot length greater than 1. No, greater than 0 actually. If it has something, then render it. What is happening? No. Cannot convert object to primitive value. Why is this opening Sublime text? Where did it come from? Anyway, let's not care about this. Okay, let's go back to here and then let's check how they do it. Sometimes you can get away without using the callback form only if you update the array handlers for the certain specific user. That's when you... Let me try this. Let's get rid of this and replace it with this way. Right, the array is what's this? Okay, it is the state value. So this will be image loaded, and this is going to be what? Image link. And we're going to remove this part. Why do I have a feeling this is going to crash so badly? Oh yeah, it did. Okay, let's not use the solution, but let's keep reading. Yeah, this guy does the same thing that I do. State, set state, concat. Which one? The same way that you would do with a normal state in React class components. Example is this concat. Let me try this. I mean, I don't think the concat method is going to work just as like... Fine. Why not? Concat, what? Image link. Cannot convert object to primitive value. Why? Okay, let me see what the Stack Overflow guys do again. Yeah, they have an empty array as the initial state, and from inside the component and in onClick they do this. Here are some common examples. Initial object. Push element at the end of the array. That's what I did, no? I want to just make sure. I want to try it once more. There must be something else that I'm doing wrong. Let's comment the things out. Let's clean this up a bit. Let's clean this up as well. Let's clean this up. We don't use this one anymore. Let's clean this one up as well. We'll rewrite them all. Let's make it clean as clean as I mean, let's make it as clean as possible. Okay. Image loaded, set image loaded, initial state is an empty array. And each time we do an import, then we do set image loaded, we call this, and then image loaded or concat image link. Instead of concat, this guy is saying I should use that one instead. You got the previous array, which is image loaded, and push this previous, push something else in this previous array. Oh, okay. Would that work? I can't believe that. It's because I forgot the default tag again. That's why. It's 36 past 11. Brain is clearly saying I should stop. Maybe I should read some books and stuff or do gaming. I don't know. But okay. You still got some good progress, right? Let's keep pushing. I can revert everything back now because I know my mistake. Yeah, these are the good. This is the good stuff. And instead of doing a concat now, let me go back to the React guide solution. I'm gonna copy this, go back, and I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna do image link.default, and we're gonna revert this back. We are gonna uncomment this. Let's see what this does. Does this do what we want? Yes, it does what we want. I'm just gonna copy this, paste this in. Yes, that looks cool, nice, yes. This should still, let me see, where is it? Yeah, this should still give us the app icon on my website. What just happened? I can't right click. I can't kill the tab. It's okay. I can kill the tab. Let's try again. Okay. Yeah, it locks up the website. It's not a good idea. Let's kill it. Okay, this is not the right strategy again. Rather than doing this, I have to find something else. Pushing stuff to the state just renders the website. Like it makes it breaks it for some reason. You can't put an import inside a map. Why though? Why? Let's not do this. And let's go back to the website. It shouldn't crash now, at least. Okay. Good. Wait, did I put? Yeah, I put the default. I didn't forget this time. Anyway, let's set it as image link.default. Let's just put an array with the latest image that we get from the import statement. So we should get a screenshot now, and we get nothing. And we can't right click. It's using the CPU for some reason. Why? Okay, revert. Let's go back to the previous working state again. So this is the last known working state, right? Oh yeah, I know how to fix that. Okay, this is the last known working state. And I have to find a way to map all of these images. Well, there's something I could do for now, at least. I could do $sign. I could put the folder in here, at least. That's still progress. Yes, that works. Cool. And I could still use the image array. Image array. Let's put another screenshot now. Let's put the first screenshots. Uh-huh. That's why. Okay, let's do something super unintuitive, but that would still solve our problem. If I'm not going to leave it like this, don't worry, by the way. I'm never going to leave it like that. 1 is 1 and 3. And we should get all of the images. Okay, so one of the images don't get rendered. It's because of one of the images that is, maybe it's, did I make a typo? Is that why? I'm just gonna, no, there is no typo on the word screenshots. I'm gonna figure out why. I'm just gonna figure out why. This can't be true. Does it happen when I try to import multiple stuff? Probably. Oh, it might be a race condition where two import statements are trying to update the state at the same time, and the state is mutex locked, right? It has a semaphore on it. That means we'll get a deadlock because two things are trying to access at the same time, and they're both waiting for resources, maybe. I don't know. That could be the thing. So if we try to import two things now, it's going to crash. Yes, it did. I can't right-click the website. That means it's running JavaScript on the backend infinitely. Okay, that's the reason. So I have to find a way to make it wait for this to arrive. Then I can make the second call. Oh, that's super difficult though. How do I do that? Not cool. Not cool. Let me prove my point. So this will render two images at once without problems. It doesn't, and I still can't right click it. It doesn't render two things at once. At least I can render one image. That's good. By the way, if you're still watching the stream, you are crazy. Go to bed. Ugh. I guess you enjoy extreme programming. I have to find a better way to do this, but how? Alright, let me try this. Instead of updating the state, what's this? Instead of updating the state, can I do log in all of them? Can I do this in all of them without updating the state? I just want to see if it's related to the state or if I can just not do multiple imports at the same time. I can do it. Okay, I can still right click. And yes, I get all of them. So doing multiple imports at the same time is absolutely fine. It's just when you want to update the state, that is when you get, yeah, that's something that you shouldn't do. All right, async update state React. That might be the answer. Oh, can I do that? Oof, that's genius. I might try it. It returns a function that returns a state, so they get put in order. Ooh, yeah, that's so nice. But that's what I'm doing, right? I'm returning a function. Okay, let me read more stuff. You can call a function after the state value has updated. Yes. I'm going to try something. Instead of returning a function, actually, I'm going to try okay, what problem does this cause? Does it cause the same problem? Possibly. Yes, it causes the same problem. Kill the tab. Please kill the tab. Oh no. Right. Quit Google Chrome. And also kill the application. Okay, that's better. No. Okay. So we can't update the state from two import statements because these are both returning promises. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, today I learned, yeah. I can do this in a very hacky way, possibly. Let me try the other way. image loaded. Yes, yes, yes. And instead of pushing these in here, we know that we can do an empty array, and then we could do const image link array. Oh, this is a terrible name. If someone asks, I never did it. Right. You know that we could do this, and inside in here we can do push, and then do image link not default. Yeah, we could do that, right? And if image link array dot length is equal to, what is it, image array dot length, then call this, then update the state at once. That might work, hopefully. Or it would just lock the website once more. Yeah, the server is not running, is it? By the way, why is this CPU being used so much? What is using it? What's the top process? OBS, Google Chrome helper. Okay, apparently nothing. Fine. Let's wait. I have one image, and wait, it's not complaining about anything. I can right click, I can open console, and it seems fine. Did we do it this time? Did we actually do it this time? Did we actually do it this time? Please give me 4 elements in here. Oh wait, it's still printing everything like crazy. Which is not what I wanted. But at least we get the images now. Okay, why are we still printing everything out like crazy? Why is this printing out everything all over and all over and all over again many times? Why? We do a map and we set the state to that map when the length is appropriate. And if the state is greater than 1, which it is, then you draw this thing, right? Why is it constantly rendering it? Is it because we scroll actually? If I just inspect it now, does it keep printing it? Yes, it does. It's moving up. Let's kill it. runs consistently. Yes. Okay, that's why. useEffect, I changed something and then, yeah, to make it run once, you pass something in it, which is okay. Okay, I can do that. Pass an empty array in it. It doesn't have any dependencies, I guess. Let's try this solution then. Does it fix it? I hope it does. It does. It does fix it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And now we could finally uncomment these things and it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, image link array. It's not image link array anymore. It's image relative link array. And these are, it just returns relative image links. Clean it up. Yes, we can get rid of this, I think. Well, it's returning something empty now. Ugh, no, this is not what we wanted. Dependencies. What do we have a dependency on? We have a dependency on image array. It's still printing out like crazy. Why? Oh, it runs because image array gets changed every time we update it, and then it gets changed again and again and again and again because it depends on this. Oh, okay, that's why. But we are not updating the image array, right? Oh, each time the component re-renders, it gets split. So what I need to do is I need to move this inside in here so that it doesn't get called each time. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works, but let's try. Yeah, I know, image array is not defined. Where is it used though? Yeah. Okay, again, it doesn't have any elements now. Okay, can we do console.log? Yes, we get these things in there. Okay. And does our map function run? Now we should get 4 log statements of the same array. Oh, this is not allowed. All right. Let's comment this out. Yes, that still works. And now let's revert these back. Let's remove this. Remove. I'm gonna cut that one. Paste it in there. You should still get some output. Yes, we do. Okay, then it's not entering the if loop. Okay. Now we should not get any output. But we're getting some output because it's... Oh. Are we getting an undefined? Yes, we're getting an empty one. That's why. Image loaded. Okay. I'm super noob about debugging React applications. I'm doing console.log to debug. I have to learn how to debug React applications properly at some point. But yeah, it's printing, like it's putting elements inside the image link array, image relative link array, sorry. And then I'm updating the state, right? And console.log. So this gets called only once. It does. It updates the state. It prints out stuff really. Okay, that means we can't really update our array, and I'm going to use the previous method instead. So I'm going to do this. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't, but let's try it. Maybe just push. Maybe just setting it to a new array doesn't work. So I'm going to try this. Previous array. And well, I don't want to append stuff, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to this thing. Yeah, I don't need it, but I need the function. It's still empty, so I can't set the state using this. Why? What am I doing wrong in here? Are both of them going to be empty? Yeah. Both of them are empty. What if I did this? What does this give me? It should at least give me an image in here. Okay, maybe not. So this means we are not changing the state. We are not able to change the state. Oof. Why? Why though? Why? The new value is it's going to put an array inside an array now, which is going to cause some trouble to the map function probably, but we still can't do that. Why can't we put an array? Am I doing something wrong in here? I don't get it. Can I assign it to an empty array like this, so it prints ASDF and an empty array now? No, no. Why no? Right, I'm gonna try something else. Let's do the same thing again. Image loaded, length greater than 1, then console.log image loaded, the first element. It's not greater than 1, actually it should be greater than 0. Else just give me null. Okay, what does this give me then? Oh, I should update it with some values, right? So it should give me ASDF as an output. Where is this coming from though? We remove all of these things. It gives me ASDF. Holy shit. Why? Okay. Get rid of this, get rid of that, get rid of this, remove, oh no. Let's get rid of this line as well. And it's not going to be SDF anymore. I'm going to set it to image relative link array. And if this prints out the first URL, I'm going to be asking more questions. Oh my god, it does. Why? So okay, I know that I don't need this now. And let's park this out now. And inside of here, I want to do console. I really want to do this instead now. Okay. And in here, oh, image relative link. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and doesn't give me anything. Oh my god, I know the mistake now. It's never null. So it renders once. Okay, let me try with something else. Image loaded length greater than 0. What does this do now? Do I get an image? No. Okay, okay, okay. Keep calm. Keep trying. You're so close now. You're so close now. At least I can get the readings in here now. Console.log. This isn't it. Okay, maybe that's why. Come on. Yes. Yes, finally. Finally, yes. Okay, I have all of my images inside my image carousel now. Why is this showing up like this? I have no idea, but I think I can figure it out. And it's not using crazy CPU because it's not re-rendering everything every single time. Oh my god, yes, yes. It only took us 1 hour 23 minutes. I was expecting this to take less than half an hour, but you know, things don't always go right. And then sometimes you just have to fix them. Okay, I think this is a relatively clean solution actually. And instead of doing this, I can now do that. And I think it's going to do the same thing, right? Yes, okay. Cleaner. I'm not sure if I need this, but Sam said, one of my friends, I should put this in there. Okay, cool. Let's see. Can I make this even cleaner? Yeah, I can just not hard code this string, which is okay for now, but you know, I'm going to change it later anyway. Let's see the changes. Yeah, I moved this there. I've done these things, yeah. And yes, that's all correct. Yeah, I'm going to change the alt for all of these images, and all of these things require a unique key. So I'm going to come up with keys and stuff. I'm going to fix all of those areas in the next stream. But this is so clean because you know what I can do now? I can write a markdown file, and then I can put a custom component in it. And then I can be like, hey, I have this folder called QNote somewhere. Go find that folder, which is under the images folder, and then inside the QNote folder, I have app icon, screenshot 1, screenshot 2, screenshot 3, these PNG files. Find them and then just put them inside a carousel just like this, and I can scroll left and right. And the next step is to add some margins between them so the design looks a bit cooler. And then I'm gonna maybe I can make this scroll bar a bit more fancy. But yeah, this is it. This is it. I'm very happy with the result. It just took us 1.5 hours, but you know, that's cool. That's cool. It happens from time to time. It's okay. Well, next time I'm gonna try and solve it. Well, the next time someone asks me how to do something like this, I can just make it in less than 10 minutes, right? Okay, and from this stream, I've learned how to dynamically import multiple things at once, and also I've learned the state is async. I mean, no, yeah, the state is sync or async. I don't know. Anyway, you can't set the state from multiple promises. That's what I've learned. Okay, looks good. Let me commit all of these changes, and I'm gonna end the stream. I'm happy with the changes today, so it's fine. We can fix all of the errors tomorrow. I have many tech dev user stories in here. What did we do now? So we did custom image carousel renders images from image carousel dynamic import. Yeah, that's a good commit message. I'll remember that in the future. Oh my god, this is my longest stream anyway, so I usually just try to stay under 50 minutes, but this has been going on for too long and I wanted to kill it, so you know, I killed it. Okay, this is it. Okay, if you watched the stream, or if you're still watching the stream, you know what, I'm just gonna check. If you're still watching the stream, you are my hero. Okay, no one's watching the stream, no one's insane enough. But it got some views, which is good, which is cool. Anyway, thank you. I'm gonna upload this video to YouTube sometime, and then you might see it there. You know, who knows. Thanks for joining. Bye.